like to talk to you just for a couple of minutes about how do you look for a good quality supervisor? We're often asked this question, and I think we've got some really great tips that we can give you. There is a difference between good supervision and quality supervision, and I guess the first tip is that try and find somebody either internally or external to your agency or organisation that has got some really good solid experience as a supervisor. There is a difference between having a great supervisor that has got lots of experience and somebody that's probably never been trained in quality supervision. So I guess that's the second thing to look for, is somebody that has had training in supervision, that has a solid practice framework, that has the 4 key frameworks that we often talk about at Amovita, which is ethical decision making, has a good solid integrated supervision model, and has a reflective practice framework as well as their own professional practice framework. We often talk to professionals about interviewing the supervisor, and so often when we have professionals come to us, we encourage them to ask our different supervisors what their qualifications are, what their experience is, have they ever had training, what range and breadth of professionals have they actually supervised? Have they worked in that area of practice or that professional context before? And often the supervisor doesn't need to have worked in that specific professional practice area, but to have had broad ranging experience so that they know the context of the practice in that particular area. We would also encourage you to have a supervisor that does reading and research, that they're actually continuing their own professional development. And I guess one of the most important things is that that supervisor also has their own professional supervision from a professional or a clinician in a particular area as well. So in summarising, I guess it's really important to have a supervisor that you're really comfortable with. We know that from supervision literature and the research that one of the most important things is that you have a good relationship, a dynamic relationship where you have honesty, transparency. You can negotiate through the tricky times when one or both of you might be really tired or stressed. And so find a supervisor that you're really comfortable with and shop around till you find the right person. Sit down and have a really honest discussion around what you're looking for. For those professionals that we supervise through Amovita, we do an intake assessment process. So we have a whole range of questions that we sit down with the professional in our very first meeting and cover, so we know exactly what they're looking for. And finally, find a supervisor that's really, really positive, to refuel you, to make you feel as though that you are the professional at your very, very best. I hope this has given you a little snapshot of some of the things to look for when you're trying to find the best supervisor for you.